Imagine living alone, surrounded by silence, until the only thing that speaks is the smell that alerts your neighbors of something terribly wrong. Today on 2230, we bring you a heart-wrenching story that took place in a quiet residential unit in Block 157 Lorong 1 Toa Payoh. A 52-year-old man was found dead in his home on the morning of November 10th. This tragic event unveils a deeper narrative about loneliness, community bonds, and the importance of staying connected in our society. Neighbors of the deceased man recounted that he had been living alone for several years following his divorce, which resulted in his wife and daughter moving out. He had few visits from family or friends, making this news even more poignant. Let us know in the comments if you think more could be done for individuals in our community who are in similar situations. The discovery of the body occurred after a strong foul odor began emanating from the man's unit and spread to the void deck of the Housing and Development Board (HDB) block. 3 police vehicles were spotted at the scene, and officers were seen working to investigate the area while the unit had been cordoned off. Many residents in the neighborhood noticed the smell before the discovery, but no one imagined it could be something so tragic. Have you ever found yourself ignoring an unusual smell in your neighborhood? We'd love to hear your stories in the comments. 3 female family members were seen present at the scene, among them a woman believed to be the man's daughter, who was visibly distressed and weeping. It's difficult to imagine the emotions she must be feeling, knowing her father was gone, potentially unnoticed for several days. The man's body was eventually carried into a black police vehicle at around 3:30 p.m. that day. This scene serves as a somber reminder of the emotional impact a loss like this has on family members. What do you think we can do as a community to provide better support for families in times of tragedy? Feel free to share your thoughts. The deceased was described by a neighbor as a very friendly person who always greeted others warmly whenever they crossed paths. This makes the story all the more tragic, as his warm demeanor was not enough to draw closer connections in his community. One neighbor mentioned that the deceased's mother used to live on the 5th floor of the same HDB block, but had also passed away a few years ago. This made the man's life increasingly solitary. Interestingly, many residents of the HDB block, as reported by one of the neighbors, are elderly individuals who live alone. To cope with the isolation, some of them keep their doors open during the day so that they can look out for one another. This brings forward an important aspect of community life in Singapore, a sense of unity amid isolation. However, this practice didn't save the deceased man. His door had been shut for a few days prior to the discovery, and no one thought much about it, assuming he may have moved out. It makes you think, is there a better way to ensure the well-being of our elderly and those living alone in our community? We'd like to hear your ideas. The Singapore police force confirmed in their statement that they were alerted to a case of unnatural death at 11:15 a.m. on November 10th. The man was found lying motionless and was pronounced dead at the scene. While no foul play is suspected based on initial investigations, police are still looking into the case. For viewers at home, what are your thoughts on how neighbors could play a role in preventing such tragic incidents? Please share your ideas and solutions. This is a deeply saddening event that highlights the challenges of living alone, particularly for older individuals or those with limited social circles. At 2230, we believe in the value of community, and we invite all our viewers to reflect on how we can collectively do more to prevent tragedies like this. Should we be more proactive in checking in on our neighbors? What initiatives can we undertake to build closer-knit communities, especially in urban settings where isolation can easily take root? If you found this coverage insightful, please do give us a like, share this video to raise awareness, and subscribe for more in-depth news coverage. We appreciate your views and thoughts, so feel free to leave your comments below. Your opinions matter, and maybe together we can find a way to prevent future tragedies of loneliness and isolation. Stay tuned to 2230 for more factual and thought-provoking news stories that matter to you.